Hey everyone, it's Chris here on day 32 of 100 of Making Comics, a challenge where I spend at least 30 minutes a day working on my own creator-owned projects, whether it be my online webcomic The Legend of Rock or my independent card game The Kill the Hero. You'll probably wonder where I've been hiding. It's been a few days, close to a week now, since I've done a video. So firstly I'd like to apologise, sorry for the delay. I didn't actually make an announcement that I would be taking a bit of a hiatus. Unfortunately, it was something that was a little bit out of my control. As I talk about in my last video on day 31, I actually had a lot of client work and ended up having to take a day off work to actually get it done. Now, I did that. I got a lot of work done, but I didn't get enough done. So I ended up spending most of my Sunday. Saturday I had to work, and I had a birthday party, so that was out. Sunday I spent the most of my day just working on that. So it wasn't until Monday night where I actually finished it and finally caught up with everything. Told myself after all that I was just exhausted, hadn't done the videos, hadn't done any work on any of my webcomics currently. And I just said, you know what? It was a break that I needed from the webcomic. Not that I wanted it, but I just had to take it in my stride and start fresh now. So I made the decision, day 32, here I am, starting fresh, back to a whole new Making Comics challenge. So continuing on from where I was just a week later. And you know what? You haven't really missed much, because I'm still really at the point where I was last time. So last night, I finished page 7, sent it off to the letterer, it's been lettered, it's going to be a couple of days late online, but it's done. Now unfortunately there's been a lot of delays with pages, something I hate, it's really doing my head in, so I need to get cracking on all of this. Currently working on page 8 right now. It's literally below me, penciling that page, ready for inks tomorrow night. I've got a big weekend ahead, so I need to catch up as much as I can now. There will still be enough time to get work done on the weekend, but I just want to make sure that I'm pretty well ahead as much as I can be. So yeah, here I am. Hope you've all been well. I haven't been watching anyone else's videos, like I said I've been very busy, so I've got a lot to catch up on. Haven't read any comics, actually one thing I will talk about in a positive note, last Thursday or Friday I after work bought myself a sketchbook. Now it was something I wanted, just like a very tiny one, probably about yay big. I probably should have got it to show you, and you know what, I'll be right back, and here I am with my little sketchbook. So this is it, this is the sketchbook. It's no bigger than my head, very tiny. I just wanted a small square sketchbook, something I could just sort of sit in bed with and sketch without just having this big bulky book all over the place, and something I could just have a lot of fun with. I had no original idea on what I wanted to use it for. All I knew was I wanted a small sketchbook. So Thursday night, I can't remember if it was Thursday or Friday, it was one of them. I was just sketching away in the book, and I thought, you know what, title page. This is what it needs. It needs a title page. So when you first open the book, you've got a title page there, and I've called this one My Monster Book. Originally I didn't have any idea why. I think I sort of liked the idea, it was because it was a small book, it was just a play on words. You open it up, My Monster Book, and it's just this tiny little thing, there's nothing about it at all. And then I thought, something I've wanted to do for a long time is a series of monsters, which was actually quite inspired by Matty Taylor. If you haven't checked him out, you can find him on Facebook. He does some fantastic monster designs, and I know he's working on this massive project of like hundreds of thousands of monsters that he's eventually going to make into this big book. And from what I've seen, it looks awesome, and I can't wait to see the rest of it. So that was sort of an inspiration, and at the same time I also got a copy of Skottie Young's sketchbook, which I believe I did show you guys. So it would have been around then that I got it. So I finished the title page, and it was really a lot of fun. This is the first time I've really done lettering. I'm going to zoom in there a little bit so you actually see a bit more of the detail. I really had a lot of fun with this, just sort of doing real custom lettering, and these were inspired a little bit by Kevin Cross and his style of lettering that I've seen him do on some of his pages, and him talking about just doing his own lettering with comics and that. I thought maybe this is something I need to practice a bit more as well, because in the future I'd like to do a lot more of it, especially when it comes to doing my own comic book covers. I can just do all the titles and everything on the page and it'll look fantastic. A lot better than just your standard basic fonts that you'll get on the computer or download again. You can really tell, you can always see a difference when someone's actually taking the time to do their lettering. So this is something I thought, I'll have a play with. So anyway, I'll show you a bit further in. My little slip page has come out. I don't know about you guys, but when I have a sketchbook, I generally tend to have like a little piece of paper, which is just for marker work. So I always slide it, just behind the page there. So whenever I'm colouring, you can see there's a lot of little colouring marks and stuff, and this just makes sure that the markers don't bleed through onto the other page. So it just saves a couple of pages rather than waste more. So just started off again. Based on Scotty Young, I did a bit of a witch character with this crazy kooky hair, and all this was done using my Pentel brush pen. You can see all of the pictures on my Instagram as well as my Facebook, so I'll just show you a couple here. And again, and the idea is it's just a simple monster with a little coloured background, and this guy's probably my favourite at the moment. So I think I'm up to page 5 or 6, and for the whole rest of the book I'm just going to draw monsters. It's pretty thick, so it should take me a while to fill up, but it's just a lot of fun, and they only take me about 15 minutes to do. So it's just something I can kill time with when, like I said, I'm laying in bed, or say I'm on the train, at work having lunch. I can just pull it out, start sketching, start inking. There's not a lot of focus in it, it's just for fun, and I can come back to it whenever I want to. And just sort of been thinking about what I might do with it at the end. It'd be cool to actually scan in all of them and make a little proper book out of it, and even then I could even try and auction off this book as an original art piece, although I think by the end of it I'll be pretty attached to it, so I'll probably want to hold on to it. As with most of my sketchbooks, I'm not sure about you guys, but I've got a load of them just sitting on my bookshelf, and God knows what I'll do with them, but I'll hold on to them forever and look back at them in 10 years and probably shake my head at the work I was doing now, because God knows in 10 years time I'll have progressed. So sketchbook's always a good thing to have. If you don't have a sketchbook, get one. Even if you don't think you want one, get one, sketch in it, because in a couple of years time you'll look back at it and you'll thank yourself for it, because you'll be able to see the progression. And that was one of the biggest things I learned when I was doing classes. Use a sketchbook. Take it wherever you go. I've always got a sketchbook on me. Like, I take one to work every day. I don't use it every day, but it's there just in case. Even if I need to take notes, if I'm coming up with a crazy idea for a book, I can just take the notes and I'm ready to go when I get home to work on that project. So yeah, that was just a little side project that I've done. Again, nothing serious, just a bit of fun. So I don't know, maybe you guys could try something like that. I've just chosen the topic monsters because it's quite easy. Again, I was inspired by Maddie Taylor, but monsters, man, you can just go crazy. You come up with any kooky idea and go, oh, awesome. Like this guy here was inspired by a friend of mine, David Gui, and he was just showing me a picture of some noodles and they looked disgusting. I was like, that thing could be alive and eat you. And then I drew that, so there you go. So yeah, that's been me. I'm back on board. Page 7's on its way. Currently working on page 8, and I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you guys for your patience. I do really apologise that I had to take this little hiatus, but it was worth it. I've got a big client job done. I'm free now. I can work on the things I need to work on. I'm off to Brisbane in 2 weeks. Thank you to everyone who's pledged on the crowdfunder. I've pretty much made my goal, and thanks to Go Get Funding, I've been able to get those funds as they come in, so it's allowed me to pay for my flights, pay for my hotel, and I just owe a little bit of money to a few people who actually help me book those things. So thank you again, guys. You've been a massive, massive help to me, and I'm really looking forward to getting onto your commissions, which I'll be contacting everyone very soon. As soon as Brisbane's over, I'll be shooting everyone an email to get those commissions rolling. And there's a lot of you, so I can't wait. It's going to be a busy, busy time between Brisbane and Brisbane Oz Comic Con in Armageddon, I know I'm just going to be flat chat working. So until then, I won't be taking any more commissions as well, because God knows I won't have the time. Alright, I'll leave you alone. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for waiting. Thanks for watching. Stay cool, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.